My brother.
Oh.
My man, you know you're picking is.
No, but I mean, frisking that started, based on different things.
Too frisky.
Because the kind of things you deal with him.
No, I begin to.
No, it's the things you deal with
I
him.
do shit with him.
You do a lot of things with him in my presence.
No, I'm trying to say to you.
That things I would not even do with you.
I made him my friend.
No. No.
What got you when I do with me?
Huh?
And don't tell me stupid thing.
I'm not telling you stupid, man. How you want to do that kind of thing? You come back for it. You think you ever come back for that kind of thing?
I can't do
You think you
it.
ever come back for that kind of thing?
I better regardless.
Bro, I was shocked.
I do something with some people in there.
I was
still got
shocked when I
respect
saw
for
you.
them.
I was shocked.
I do the point. I say respect for them.
Nah.
I mean, it doesn't mean.
Look,
so people just don't suppose to be respectful.
Rose, because there is no way.
That Bill.
You can do that.
No way.
That Bill, some people they're not respectful.
I don't admit.
They got this good guy.
Why did I care with my eyes?
That Bill, some people they're not respectful, man.
Nah,
trust
bro.
me.
Bro, you just say your own problem.
I do deal with some people in there. I still got respect for them.
You just say your own problem, bro.
They're like brothers.
I was my picking.
That's the main reason why they shouldn't do that.
What you talking here? What you talking here?
That's the main reason why they shouldn't do that. When you say your older brother, you are mental, right?
Right.
The way you move in certain type of way as a leader for them.
I make it understand
for the people. Wait, you got? I don't understand, bro.
So what I'm trying to say to you, right? You have to listen to what I said. I said that's why I went wrong. I treated him.
Bro, every beginner I know, every beginner I know you treat them the same.
No, I just
let other beginner from
how you call the place of
a raw alley finish spoiling him.
You're not understanding with me, right?
I'm not picking what we're respecting you. You finish spoiling the man.
But you're not understanding.
Tell the man head. The man look at me and tell me fuck you.
I mean, you're not hearing me. I said how I go wrong with the beginning.
Based and the man went on one trip in Liberia. The man came back on the trip. The begin look at me, screwing the phone. Man start telling me fuck you. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I don't like him.
I know what you're talking about.
I don't like him no more.
What?
I don't like him no more.
That was hitting it.
What you talking about?
That's right. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Who, Eric? Yeah, Eric. Yeah, Eric. What should the man Eric went like, bro? Eric keep on messing fucking everybody around him. Let him man. What a spot beginning.
It just a matter of time for them
that you.
No,
that you. Comfortable with me. He not sleeping before they get comfortable with me.
Welcome back to In the Fries. I know we're laughing right now, but what we're about to get into is a very serious topic. So I would like to give a trigger warning that we will be talking about domestic violence, emotional abuse, and as well immigrant-related control. So I want everyone to be able to take this in, digest it, hear it with the open heart and an open mind, take everything with a grain of salt. We are all very opinionated on this couch. And I want everyone to say their opinions in a free space, safe space, but at the same time, we should respect victims of said abuse. So how about let's start, what is domestic abuse? What would you define it as? Oh, I have to introduce myself. My name is Smitty Stokes, and you are on In the Fries. I have the lovely
Rose Joy Cromore.
Oh, that's a beautiful name. Sitting next to me. And then I have as well my co-host.
Nabil
and
J Biz.
John Greaves.
John Greaves. This going when I let it go. All right, John Greaves.
I like that.
Explain to me what domestic abuse is to you.
Just basically just shaming somebody on a different level that don't sit well with them. That's how I feel like domestic abuse is. Just treating somebody how you would not want to treat you.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah. How about you, Nabil?
It can be reverse, male and female.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Taking advantage.
Yeah. I look at it as emotional abuse. I look at it as financial abuse. Oh, I hate financial abuse. Do not do that to me. I will show you how much I am richer than you and walk away. Sexual abuse is a thing too that exists. I feel like some men think when they're married, women do not have the right to tell them no to sexual relations, which is not true. You can tell your husband no.
But why you come and tell me no?
I'm not telling you no ever in my life.
You come and tell me no. Wow. Why you expect me to go eat? Well, you tell me no.
Then you behave yourself. If you want to always eat on my plate.
No, but that's abuse right there. You know that, right?
What's abuse?
That's abuse.
Well, you said no.
If you have a husband, you marry him, right? And you controlling because he did something that you didn't like. You was upset with him. Now you're making him.
You gonna fuck somebody who pissed you off?
No.
Exactly.
No.
You was never fucking nobody who made you mad.
If you're disrespectful, I'm not gonna sleep with you. I'm sorry.
The reason why he made you mad, you guys got to talk that through and figure that out.
Okay. And I feel like it's a weapon.
Talk about it. We would talk about it, but right now it's not time to lay up with each other.
With you.
Man, get real stuff for yo.
Nah. That's the power of a woman.
Yeah.
You have to understand that.
Yeah, that's the one thing we can control. You were always wanting me. I could say no.
Yeah.
No, but at the end of the day, that's what I'm saying. That's sexual abuse.
You make sure you get someone that you're sexually compatible with, that wants it as much as you do.
No, saying no is emotional abuse.
It is.
It's emotional abuse. It's a stupid conversation.
It is. Depriving me of my legitimate right.
You feel like you're being controlled and intimidated in one sentence.
Exactly.
I feel like we're joking too much now.
No, we're not.
Do you think being Liberian that adds a different layer of what type of abuse people experience? I know growing up, I've seen a lot of things. And I don't want to make no one feel no type way. I love my parents. They're great people. But growing up, you would have thought my father was the one who was doing all the trouble, right? And then as I got an adult, I realized, it was Madame. Madame was causing the hell. And Papa was just responding to the hell that was put before him.
Right.
So like Liberian women, we are crazy. That one thing they can say about us, we are psychotic. We like to fight. We like to argue. We would put pepper in your food, all of that. What things have you guys seen within your own culture?
When it comes to the men from Liberia, I think it's a lot of emotional abuse. Because one thing I see, Liberian men wants to be the head, but they don't know how to be the head.
They don't want to lead.
They just want to have this power, and it don't make sense.
Because the power comes with responsibility.
Right. It's like, and then they don't listen. So Liberian women need to be crazy. Because if you're not crazy as a Liberian woman, you can't succeed. You can, because you in a place with a man that think like he have the power to control you, and you can't have your own sense of touch. Like you can't do things for yourself. You have to come to and I always say to my people, friends, I say I'm not a typical Liberian woman because I'm a woman of my own touch. Like I know where I'm going, I know what I want, and I know where I want to be at a certain time. So when I meet a guy, as a Liberian, because I love Liberians, I don't deny my culture.
I can't run away from them. I don't
deny my culture.
That's nice.
I don't deny my culture, and that's something my friends really don't, because I've been here for so many years. It's like, why can't you try other cultures?
Because you can't eat fufu and soup with other cultures like that. You can't eat potato greens with other cultures like that.
So being a Liberian man all my life, it's like, you have to be tough.
We got good vibes.
You have to be tough. Because the abuse come in a way that if you don't sense it, it keeps going. It keeps going.
I'll speak to you on my own. In the beginning, there were red flags I did not see. The first time he yelled at me, I was like, it was like a month and a half, and it was something very small. Like I was stretching his back, pushed a little too far. He just started screaming. That's not how you're supposed to do it. Something that didn't call for that response still got that response. I just got quiet.
Why you flogging him?
He like going to the gym, so I got to stretch his body before he goes to the gym.
I'm trying to help him out.
Never done this before. This is a whole new thing to me. I pushed him too far. He started yelling, which may have hurt him, but that was the first red flag. Then 3 months later, I'm getting cursed out in front of 10, 20 people at a house party by him for 30 minutes straight.
Okay.
So it does start from there, then it go there, then it get worse.
No, but the thing about that, right?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, right? You did something to him that he didn't like, right?
Yes.
Maybe he responded to you.
Wasn't the best, no.
Wasn't the best.
Yes.
Because of his understanding. Maybe that's what he's saying around him, right?
Yeah.
It's a lot of things that we do, a lot of way we operate as human beings, it be due to our environment, right? These things that have been deemed to be regular things, right? So I think Liberian men, a good set of men, right? They're just not really in a position where the today woman might feel like that's her idea of a good man. Because I feel like a lot of women don't even understand what a good man is. Because a lot of them wasn't taught so a lot of women, right, are not really raised by men, right? A lot of women are raised by women. So they got women and telling them what men's supposed to be.
Yeah, I was raised by my father.
Both men and women. Both men and women raised by their mothers.
How can a woman tell you what a man's supposed to be? So that's where we find ourselves as Liberian men, because a lot of Liberian men are raised by their mothers. So it's like we're in a bad space.
And I think you've been raised by your mother. You should be kind of softer.
No.
Because your mom raised you.
A good man don't mean be a soft man.
Your mother raised you, and she raised you to be
to a woman.
Right. Yeah.
So a good man don't mean a soft man.
I don't mean soft in a way.
That's a problem, right?
No, I don't mean soft in like soft like you.
My
like
dad don't yell like that. He was raised by his mother.
Right.
So you guys have
you have to have a different way of approaching.
You hear Mark
raised by your mother.
So you guys have redefined what a man's supposed to be now.
We're not defining what a man should be. We're saying men are not raised by their fathers, so they don't know how to be a man.
Yeah.
Right.
So where we're sitting, we have not seen men.
No.
Because the men we got were not raised by men.
So
for us to not know what a man looks like because they daddies didn't raise us is not our fault.
So so everybody gotta hold themselves accountable for
I won't marry a man who wasn't raised by his father.
It's a major problem that we gotta see where that problem is coming from, because it's coming from somewhere. And I feel like that problem is coming from women, right? Because
it's not. It's the men. Because they should have been raised by their fathers to know how to walk and talk like a man. It's not a woman's job to guide a man.
Okay, so the reason why a lot of men are not being raised by their father, because the mother and the father are not
separate
in the same mental space.
And then you're not supposed to have children.
And then the mother walk away with a kid.
Having children in a family with them.
So who determine who you have a child with? A woman, right?
You have to be sure. No, yes, the woman. That's why you don't just lay up anything.
This comes down to y'all. You guys are the common denominator with the problem.
Even if let me call it Riani.
Yeah.
Joey. Even if you are raised with your mother and father, most of the time your mother's gonna be the one raising you in the home, because the father, as a Liberian man, they have to go to work. Mm-hmm. They have to be at work. They have to be a provider. So it's like they don't mess with the things in the house. So you will be raised by your mom, even if you have a father and a mother. Majority of the time, your mother would take that 75% of your raising or your training up in the house, and your father would take a little bit.
It's like what? Laws and principles.
Yeah, but
Liberians.
No, but you're still gonna see.
But Liberians, man, I appreciate it when they are in all a relationship with foreign nationalities.
Right.
They do.
Why?
They do. They act different.
Why? No. They don't act different.
No, they act.
They don't act different. They act the same. They act the same. They don't act different.
No. Okay, let me tell you something.
They're probably more respected.
The women.
No.
The women see the quality.
Girls don't respect African men more. When they think of African men, they think money and big whatever.
Yeah.
That's it.
No, they don't get respect that more.
They don't think any respect.
That's what
Africans ain't no money is there.
No, I'm saying. So if you put the same person, right, in a so if you take one person, you get into a different space, right, and they being more respected in that space. So once you think the space he was in before was the problem,
what changed?
No.
What changed?
No. So let me take it back to our country. Let's forget about I just want to take it back a little bit. The same thing. Liberians love America more than Liberia. They want to be here.
Why? Why do you think so? Why you think so?
Because that's just them. They want to be here. They think this is better.
Why?
They go to different countries. They think that it's better. So when they come to another woman, they feel like, oh, that woman is better.
No.
That's what it is. That's the concept.
No, Rosie, they don't think America is better. America is better than America being Liberia is better.
But that's the concept.
Because of what have been put in place, the structure.
Yeah.
So maybe in that other home, it's a structure that have been put in place. That's why that man is responding differently in that environment. So we got to create. We have to start to create environments. If a Liberian man dating or like
African American, trust me, they're not getting nothing. They're not cooking for them. They're not cooking for them. You're not eating the food you want to eat.
No.
Thank you.
No.
They're not. They're not even the thing that we take. Liberian women take.
The thing.
Please.
I'm waking up 3 o'clock in the morning because he rolled over. He said he wanted potato greens, and I get up. I go in the kitchen. No,
a lot of Liberian women,
3 o'clock in the morning cooking potato greens. It's not happening.
A lot of Liberian women don't understand the value of men.
Oh my God.
Compared to other Africans women.
Oh.
So why do you think they go back home and they get these partners?
They put the respect. Listen, other Africans like the Ghanaians girls, right? Mm-hmm. They value men. They understand how important it is. When they see your man,
you think Liberian women don't
the
value
way
men?
they treat men is way different from the way Liberian
women don't value men. I can't.
No.
I mean, just ask him this question now, Bill. What is a man?
I disagree now.
Hold on. What is a man to you?
Liberian women can't put men
No, they love
that. What is a man to you?
Someone who stands up at the head of the house.
When you think about men, what do you think?
Someone who can stand at the end of the house. When I get around him, I can low-key turn my brain off a little bit. As much as I'm operating in the world and having to be high function, as a Black woman, we have to be high functioning and hyper fixed on certain things. When I get into my man's company, I feel safe.
What you think? So you just
safe space.
So
safe space.
I
don't have to feel fear for the world.
So your definition of a man is basically your safe space.
Yes, my security guard.
That's all he is to you.
You have a sacrifice.
That's all a man is to you.
Safe space.
Is a safe space.
Am I not his safe space as well? A Black man can't go into the world and those emotional things to him he can't share.
I'm asking you, what do you see a man is? How do you define a man?
Not just a safe space.
But that's definitely a high definition.
But biblical, the Bible says a man is the head of the home. And it's you know what it means when someone is the head of a home?
What that mean?
It's a lot.
What that mean? You tell us.
What it is? It's like you everything.
You break that down. No, break it down. Tell
you
us
are my safe space. You are my protector. You are my
confidant.
Thank you, my go-to guy. You're my everything.
You're my anchor in the world.
It's such a pressure that's on you. But then you come to be a man on this earth. You think that it's just a simple thing?
So if the man's
all that, so
if the man's all that to you,
it's not simple.
What is he to the world?
The same thing.
So dang.
Who you are to me is not who you are to the world.
The minute yourself.
Who you are to me is not who you are to the world. Who I am to you is not who I am to the world.
So you trying to tell me a man go outside, right? To go conquer the world, basically, right? Then he come home. You're gonna tone it down.
Yeah.
Why he always have to be like
No,
this?
No one said that. You don't have to be hyper fixed. I'm your safe space as well. A man can't be emotional in the world. You come home and you can release that emotion to me.
Right.
You can't give that to the world.
Right.
So
I can't lean on the world for safety. You can't lean on the world for emotions.
So I feel like when it comes to domestic violence, right, I think men are like the more victim when it comes to that. You know why I say that? Because men don't have no voice, right? They're not supposed to speak about certain things. I can't go to my friend, tell my friend, say, oh, my girlfriend slapped me, she punched me in my face and this and that. So you probably get some men that got scratches on them and say, oh, how you got that scratch? Oh, my man, I was playing football. Oh, my man, how you elbow that day? Oh, my man, I fall and I hit my head on something. So we operating in a space, and women are very emotionally abusive, very.
A woman can wake up and just
very
lie to
anything that comes from in their mouth.
She got raped.
Anything that comes from out of their mouth. They don't filter it. But so we gotta get to this space where for example, this guy that came from Liberia, this girl called Zoe on Facebook. She brought this guy from Liberia. It was like the ideal couple on Facebook. All day they're posting pictures, they're doing videos, this and that. Ideal couple.
I don't like couples like that. I feel like they're trying to prove it.
Everybody was like wanting to be like them, right?
Yeah.
So a video surfaced on Facebook the other day. This girl literally taking the mop, knocking the man's face, the man bleeding.
But do you know what he did before that?
Oh. What you do to deserve it?
Do you know what he did before that?
What he doing?
Liberian men, what they do is emotional abuse. They are number one.
Yeah, and
do you know what he did before that?
Nobody has a right to put their hands on anybody.
I get that.
No matter what they do to you.
I get that.
So
but I would say to you.
So you think he deserves it?
Deserve to get that mop beat.
He deserves it.
So
because he cheated.
I'm gonna speak on myself.
That's the worst thing. Let's put it that way. That's the worst thing that could happen that would put her in that situation. He cheated.
I'm gonna speak.
So because he got cheated,
not just cheated.
So he should be treated that way.
I'm gonna speak on myself. I had a personal situation in my life at a certain point of time.
Okay.
That I was in a position that abuse was going on.
Oh, no, you about her only say you control it.
No.
I see, you're the remote.
Be quiet. There was a lot of abuse going on in that. Be quiet. There was a lot of abuse going on in that situation. You understand me?
Yeah.
And one day I snapped. And I couldn't believe I did that.
I witnessed more.
No, listen. I couldn't believe I did that. And I'm saying to you, there was so much emotional abuse, so much mental abuse. There was so much abuse in the house.
Okay.
And I did. And at a certain point of time, I walk away. I said, I'm going. I'm leaving. And that's one thing as a Liberian woman or Liberian women out here need to understand. You can't change nobody. You can't be in a domestic violence relationship and think it's going to change. It's never going to change.
It's just worse and worse.
It's going to get worse and worse and worse.
And
so when you are asking us, when you say what he just said, do you know what he been doing? Do you know what he had been doing in the corner? Not even cheating. Forget about the cheating part. Liberian men do a lot of things that mentally would put you to sleep.
So he deserves it.
Oh yeah, some of them deserve it.
So you see a lot of time, right?
No, nobody deserve to be hit on. But I'm just saying to you, you have to understand too. There's not just only physical abuse. There's mental abuse, emotional abuse.
You know, one of the major problems with Liberian women, right? They don't surround themselves with positive people.
People that can
when in a relationship, people that can speak value into their relationship.
Single women and tell them
exactly, telling them
that doesn't make sense.
Somebody's miserable, never been married,
never
got
had a
4 children. By 4 different fathers.
But they're telling you what to take, what not to take.
Exactly.
So because you marry and have a friend, you should let her go?
What good of an advice?
So you do got
that person who's already living a miserable life gonna give you.
When you want to have certain goals in life and you're aligning yourself with certain things, always consider the source. You ever tell your friend a plan and they say, "Oh, that's impossible,"
right?
But the same friend ain't never done nothing in their life.
Nothing in life.
That's why it's impossible. So even I don't go to my single friends for advice. I go to my friends who are in long-term relationships. I go to my married friends. I call my mother. I call older people to give me advice for certain things like that when it comes to relationship. Because if I ask a 22-year-old, should I leave? She's gonna be like, "Yeah, girl, be outside."
Yeah.
Because people have to understand something, right? A relationship is 2 different personalities coming together.
True.
2 different people that have 2 different reality coming in the same space.
2 different
right?
upbringing.
You guys don't even understand things the same way. So it's always going to be problems, right? So people that have been in a relationship for a long time, they can tell you that it's not easy. But an individual who don't even have a boyfriend or nobody taking it serious going to tell you, say, "Oh, yeah, you must sit down over there. You must sit down, let that man be what according with you."
So because you have a friend that don't have a relationship,
you can't speak on how to be in a relationship.
They can't speak on that.
You can't. They human beings.
No,
you don't. You can't. It doesn't.
No experience.
But no, listen.
You can't tell me how to be.
Because they can't. Because okay, I'm your friend.
Yeah.
And I never had a relationship or a serious relationship before, and I care about you.
Yeah.
And you come to me and tell me there's a problem.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you how I feel as a human being.
You can tell me how
you don't know how to solve it because you've never been through it before.
I'm telling you, honey, that you my friend and how I want someone to treat me, and I'm going to tell you how
you can't advise me because you have no experience of what I'm going through. You can't.
You're allowed to say, yes, that's my friend, you're different, you're not positive, this, that, and the third. But if you go to your single friends, if you have a friend who doesn't have a good lineage of dating, she doesn't make the best choices in her own personal life, it's not wise to listen to this person for your own personal choices.
So if I come to you and say my boyfriend slapped me,
you should slap him.
No.
I come to you and say my boyfriend slapped me, but I'm not telling nobody. I'm just telling you what you think you would tell me.
The question would be why. The first thing, why? Why your boyfriend slapped you?
You don't have a good
asking why you slap
rapport of relationship.
Most of the time, it's not going to be why.
Yeah. My boyfriend slapped my face. Mom,
look at you.
I don't want to tell nobody. I'm just telling
you.
You
relationship with somebody be beating you.
You feel how I feel.
Yeah,
look at you.
That's fine. Yeah.
But their point that they're bringing is a lot of single women give married women advice, and the advice they're giving married women is single women advice. It doesn't apply.
It doesn't apply because rules and regulations, everything that happens.
You always have
think
to
about it. Even boys that hang around boys. When you got one married man,
listen to the married brother. That's who you need to be going to.
Even the married couple, the married women, they don't even know what they're doing the worst things. So trust me.
Yeah, they can hold their secrets to their heart.
Thank you.
But domestic violence in
so it's like married women are not even like the ones that even go running to.
Okay, so what advice you like? Say what advice would you give Michelle?
Michelle? Oh, Michelle. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So we had a situation that took place. This young girl, Michelle, which is like an influencer in our Liberian community. She posted, she had a video that her crying on live about how she's dating this young guy that's beating her and things like that. And end of the day, right? Like, these young girls have to understand something, right? You don't need to stop playing with fire. Like, you can't see fire and you play with fire. More fire will come from out. It'll just burn the house down. So, my advice to Michelle, you get that begin, man.
When you say you see fire, what that mean?
You could tell somebody. You could tell what somebody gonna do to you.
Okay.
You could tell.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
As I said in the beginning, it was 2 months. He yelled. 3 months later, he cursing me out in front of people, pulling on my arm. 5-6 months. I'm waiting for that one to find out. And on top of that, like, you can hear when people talk, he would say things like, oh, my ex-girlfriends love me. They come to the house. I got to call the cops on them. I was not born in this country. You would not call the police on me. As soon as I hear a story like that, oh, we broken up? I would talk to you later. That's it. Right. Some people don't get that. Like, you can see certain people's ego and their is it antistical, whatever ways, how they act around people, even how people perceive them. Like, you can just see it. Like, you walk in the room, you get love. I don't think when you go home, you slapping your girlfriend because of the way you walk into the room. But also, sometimes you don't know. Those men who can act like the whole city loves them be beating the hell out their girlfriend.
Oh, yeah, they're the worst one.
Yeah, but it's like sometimes you can just tell by how caring. So you just have to watch people. You can't just jump inside. That's another thing where I'm kind of against baby mama and baby father culture, because you get attached to this person without the idea of knowing who they truly are already.
Oh, yeah.
It hurts. And then you'll be there with 18 years, and it's like, I think that when I call her, she called me.
Yeah, when it kind of baby mom, baby pa, you blame women because the women that can consent to sex.
Yeah, but the social media is not a space.
Blame women.
Why you blame women?
Social media is not a space to bring your private life.
He's not blaming himself.
I said social media is not a space to bring your private life to.
Oh, yeah, it's not.
I think she was saying to me that she went live on Instagram because she wanted to...
Michelle, right, too?
Yeah, Michelle. She said she wanted people to see what's going on. She doesn't know what to do. Even talking to her, because I think she still lives with him.
Oh, she's still with him?
She's still in the house.
Yeah. Some people stay in the house when they get abused.
That's why I said, what advice
they have nothing to do. They don't know how to move forward. They don't know how to move forward. It's a thing with Liberian women. Like, they need to get to a point to know how to move forward in life.
No, I feel like
I mean, Michelle from a good family.
They have to have a plan.
You know, she's from a good family. She got her dad. She got her mother. She can call. She can always call them up for help.
Decision, maybe.
Yeah, they're coming on.
It's a space you want to be in.
Yeah, they're coming on social media and bringing your personal life, because people obviously going to judge you.
But when do we put the response? Like, we get it, the victim, but I don't want this to be a thing where we're blaming victim. When do we blame the predator, or when do we blame the person with the abusive behavior? When do they get held responsible for their bad ways?
Because we will go back to Rose Joy, what she said earlier, and ask why. Why did he do that? Because to every action there is an equal reaction based on what Rose Joy said.
What did he do to her?
So what did she do to put her in that state?
Right. And that's what I said about the emotional and mental thing. Maybe
it wasn't physical always. It starts off somewhere else.
Yeah, it starts with someone else.
It starts off
and maybe she kind of provoked him for a long time, and he don't know how to control himself, and that's how he feel like he can just put the resort, like, hit her on her, make her to know, like, I'm the man in his house. You don't mess with me. You know, I'm the head.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah,
I don't think
like men. A lot of men.
Yeah. I don't think you make that statement by being violent.
You don't.
I don't think so.
Yeah, but some people do.
You can cut off her supplies.
Yeah.
I mean, there are other punishment around that.
That's what he was trying to do. Michelle's baby dad basically was like, when I get to the house, you better not be in there type, John. Like, he was trying to kick her out. And that's another thing. It's like,
no, kicking her out. I mean, kicking her out is not cutting supply.
Yeah. What do you mean not cutting supply?
No, that's not cutting supply.
Like,
allowances, that's what I'm talking about. Allowances and cutting
maybe he's not getting
other
money.
stuff, John.
Allowance. Who giving allowance in America? Yeah, that's smart.
I was getting allowance. This is why I like.
Who get allowance around here? Please show me the men. I need them.
Yeah,
allowance. You go with me next time.
My man right now, restaurant post to say the rent out $2,800 for rent. I think that back in the day, thing now 50-50 and 100. You better help your boyfriend, eh?
Oh no,
you better stop. You better get out of poverty and start struggling.
I don't pay. When I'm in the house with you, I don't pay rent. I'm sorry.
Right
if I got paid bills, I'm gonna be home. You keep your place, I keep my place.
Thank you.
But I'm saying
I'm not your roommate.
That's crazy. That's crazy how women really like. That's super crazy how women really look at men like. And the reason why I say this,
do you realize women just started getting bank accounts in the 80s?
No,
like, we just were allowed to open bank accounts 40 years ago.
That's not fair though, because
it was not fair.
When we had an opportunity to look out for y'all, we did that.
Yeah.
But when we was getting money.
Yeah.
Now y'all got the opportunity to get money. Now y'all make it seem like it's just your money.
No.
How selfish that is.
It's
That's
not
crazy.
That. But when you're a generous woman, a lot of men in this world take. The men are not generous. The men are, when I met one of my exes, I was 22 years old with a condo, $20K in my bank account. Did he bring $40K? Did he come over with a 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom house? I was up. when we walked out that relationship, we were both broke. Because I was up and he didn't think he needed to do more. Men get around women too and then get comfortable and think, all right, she got it. She gonna figure it out. And the day she can't figure it out, she's a bum. She's broke. She's this.
Yeah, but the numbers, the numbers of that is kind of a little different because men are not supposed to be in that space where I'm questioning what a woman is bringing to the table. But it'd be better. It'd be better. And I always say this to women, right? You guys are always forgetting that you guys have sons. Like this thing that you guys push out to society, right? Where men has to be like this supernatural human being.
Oh, you feel like you have to be Superman. You feel like you can't equate to it.
Like men has to always find, if the rent are $2,000-3,000, you making $20 an hour, you better go work 3-4 jobs for what?
Yeah.
If a woman can be adding to what that man got going on, that's evil.
You shouldn't be with a girl who wants to be in a $2,000 a month condo. If you know your portion is calling for $1,000 or $1,200 a month, you go get your girl who worth $1,000, $1,200 a month who can sit with that and be comfortable.
So you go look. So men.
Everybody got their portion.
So these days when men looking for women, right?
Yeah.
They ask a question. Hey, love, how you doing?
Yeah.
What is your credit score?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. But my sons will ask that.
Yeah.
But you gotta protect yourself.
My dad taught me how to ask that.
Right.
Me, my own son.
Ain't trying to be in a relationship.
I raise my son.
She can't put nothing in her
that's
name.
gonna partner with you.
I'll tell my picking. Don't let no woman abuse you and misuse you. Because one day, that woman, the moment she feel like she's not able to do it, she gonna find another man.
Yeah.
So you better pull yourself together, pull yourself first.
When she's not comfortable, she's gone.
I'm leaving.
That's crazy.
And that is, I want you to know, we didn't put
But let's look at the factors that lead to these things in a relationship.
We didn't put that on you guys.
Who put it on us?
God. The man that created you. We didn't put this on you. This is something from the day your first Adam and Eve was created. It says a man is the head of the home, a man is this. We didn't put it on you. It's not me. Yeah, it's what the word have given you.
No, but time has changed though. You know, back in the day, women wasn't really able to get money like that because the kind of job it was hard labor stuff.
So because time changed, so the Bible should change.
And my brother and abusive, they should have been rewrote that book.
No, they ain't rewriting it.
For me, right? On my own personal experience with women is completely different. Because I've been with only 4 women in my whole life. In my whole entire life, I've been with only 4 women. And all those 4 women were super nice.
When you tell me 4, you only been
in my whole life
4 women, right?
In my whole life.
In relationship, how about sexually?
In my whole life, sexually, relationship.
Let me tell you one thing about.
That is beautiful.
I never told it to you before, right?
Wow.
Let me tell you this. Yeah. Some lie there, go when you get a go and say. Did you have to say that lie? Some lie don't carry the hell.
I'm gonna start telling people that I've only been with 4 people my whole life.
Go. Some lie there. Some lie don't carry you to hell, man. Because the lie not even necessary for me.
Why you think I'm lying, bro? Why you think I'm lying? A full grown man telling you how many women I've been with, yet judging me. Why are you judging me?
You see, I saw 4 last month.
Yes.
Okay, so, let's talk about, I guess we already talked about the culture and how I feel like I just, a lot of things get placated when it comes to abuse. It's whether the family says pray about it, you staying for the children. I don't like the whole staying for the children idea because the children grow up seeing what love should not be and then they think it's what it should be. And that's how the cycle of trauma continues. Like, it's so disgusting. Yeah. I think we need to start calling out the harmful behavior. You see your mans do something. And that's another thing. Is it the Jews who do that? They got a rule. If you cheat on your wife, they won't do business with you.
Dang.
Or the Muslims. It's the Jews or the Muslims, or both of them, I think. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But people, a lot of have 4-5. What that do?
But I'm not cheating. That's not cheating. They told the wife, I'm bringing Becky home. Make her better. That's not lying.
Also, the men they're not allowed to cheat.
No.
But they had a 4-5 wife.
Yeah, not cheating.
Because you came and you were honest. You went behind my back, snuck with this woman, and made her feel like she was me. Right. So then a businessman, when the same Muslim people, if they see you do that, the person that you can sleep next to every night, you can lie to. Why would you not lie to me? I'm not in your house.
That's it.
But who brought up that whole idea that one woman was designed for one man first? I
want 3 husbands.
They see men that say you only have sex with 4 with me. You're a part of that conversation with a turkey.
So
I've been with only 4 women in my whole life.
I need all 4 women to comment.
Why you don't believe it?
So I ask you a question about who brought it out rule about one woman. if you only been 4 your whole life.
He-
you more than one.
He's so
No, listen,
serious about it.
because the world constitution is the Bible.
Oh, so you follow
And
it.
in the Bible, the Bible didn't mention that. Prophets have multiple wives. So why should we be restricted to
No,
one
but in the
woman?
second,
That's my point.
in the second part of the Bible, God called a
what I'm
stop to it because of all the trial.
But
I'm having
listen,
conversation based on the
But then
Bible.
marry them. Marry 5, 6 wives.
For modern days,
No,
they're not going to agree.
No.
If people agree.
They're not
If
going to
the women
agree because society made it seem so
If I
impossible.
get an
to have
allowance,
it.
if I get an allowance and I don't have to see you, yeah.
No, but imagine as imagine as a woman, right?
House, a car.
Imagine as a woman, right? Imagine as a man, you got a man, and you have helpmate. You have this woman to help to do this. Woman to imagine that would be a powerful empire, yo, Bill. 4 people working on one goal.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Have the money first.
Think about that.
Exactly.
Be a man. Have a
And you
lot
see
of
where you
money.
going?
Money together.
And you see where you going?
So it will not be about multiple wives and husbands.
No.
What we're going to do now is as a group, we're encouraging everybody. If you have a problem, if someone is hurting you, speak out,
There you go.
call
Speak out,
someone,
yeah.
do something, find safe spaces to talk. Listen, DM me. I'll talk to you. I'll be bored at home doing nothing. You have to find the signs. We have to intervene safely. Even if you see someone who's a friend getting abused, learn how to speak up and do something for them. Survivors aren't weak. They're just silenced. That's the biggest thing of it all. And yeah, can we just be there for one another?
And for me, men,
not victim blame.
And for me, men, all the men out there that are getting abused, feel free to talk about it with your friends. Because I know there's a lot of y'all. I know. I did a survey. I think more men are being abused than women in this world, but we're not allowed to talk, to look weak, to make somebody like I can't go to my friend, tell my friends that my woman beating me is gonna laugh at me. You know what I'm saying to you? So, and I want the women out there to really always understand, like, especially if you have sons, you need to start treating men really good because you don't want that to go over to your son. And there's a very cruel word for men already. Men, when it comes to suicide rate, men is the highest. When it comes to all these things, it's highest for men because men are going through this struggle, internal struggle, where they can't speak up about things. And I feel like I'm going to sacrifice myself to be the voice for the men. So the women that get women out of business, I don't care.
You should. You're a man, so you should be the voice of it.
Yeah, we can't be the voice for y'all.
Yeah, so
that's not our fight to carry.
So I just want to say, in our Liberian culture, a lot of Liberian women are getting abused.
Yes, emotionally and spiritually.
But it's like, they are used to this thing. I will be with the devil I know, than an angel I don't know. And I would say to people, I'm not going to be with no devil. I'm not going to be with no devil. If you're a devil, you got to go. So if you're out there and you're getting abused, you can change that man. You have to either seek counseling, a therapy, or something. But you just can't stay there because at the end of the day, someone will get hurt. Someone will either die or something. You have a lot to live for. Without a man or a man without a woman, you can do a lot. Don't even think being single. What's the song name? He's single. It's a Liberian song.
Which one?
I know because I'm single, that I travel, it's not gonna song. But, being single is not a problem. If you're getting abused, get help. Reach out to your friends, not even your friends. They have hotline. Mm-hmm. Call the hotline. You in the U.S., you got so many things to use to your disposal. Stop acting like we're in Liberia. Again, life is good.
Most women go through emotional abuse after they have gotten pregnant, and they refuse to speak out, and they feel that they should be in that situation because they are pregnant. Listen, you don't have to be in a relationship because you are pregnant for the person, and you don't have to go through all of that.
Stop getting pregnant, y'all.
Because because at that point in your time or what you're going through, everything is going to affect that baby. So you need to avoid that.
So Rose Joe, right? I think before we leave, you should tell them about the project you're working on for the stadium that you built in remembering of Ephraim. Then kind of just tone into that before we exit to let people know how they can be a part of that project.
Okay, so I'm so happy to be back in the U.S. because I was in Liberia and I love it there. So my family and I and the state of Philadelphia, we have decided to build a national sports complex in Liberia. stadium. And this stadium will be built in Liberia in the honor of my son. I lost my son at the age of 18 last year. And I want to, make that pain into joy for the next generation.
Nice.
So we are going to have the second fundraiser on Friday, the 18th at the Bensalem Baptist Church from 4 to 9. Be a part. If you can't even come, you can also donate. You can go on my page, Rose Joy Carmore or Grease Home Care, inbox me, or you can Cash App a Zelle, or even on the fries. You can even send the information on the fries because Ephraim uncle is J-Base and he's here, and, such a tragic, but because the love I have for Liberia, I want Liberia to be my child. I want to breath something in that country that have never been there before. So be a part. And I'm so happy to be here with you guys today. This is my first appearance on, public podcast since I lost my son. It's been almost a year. The 29th will be a year. So please be a part. Let us not just talk. Please be a part of this in any way, even in telling people, even in advocating for sports things, even in trying to ask around. Be a part. Let's build this stadium. It's going to be called Ephraim Harris Legacy Sports Stadium.
Amen.
Yeah, help however you can do, however you can be a part of the donation to doing this project. It's an amazing project because when the kids that run for represent Liberia in the Olympics, track and field, a lot of them come from America. They're not from Liberia. It's a lot of kids in Liberia who probably potentially could be in those spaces, but don't have no proper track, don't have no programs, and this complex will come with the program, all these different things. So as Liberians, we gotta be doers and push forward and help our people over there, because that people over there, they were already, yeah, no hope. That's what I see there. But we love them, and we wanna. We all are here today. This podcast, moving back and forth, doing these events, Liberian events, this and that, just to figure out how to ask for help. We asking for help, we streaming for help, because in order for our country to get better, we need people from outside to come help that place. So yeah, y'all tune into that.
Make sure you guys are there Friday on the 18th.
Yeah, 4 to 9.
4 to 9. And that's how we would like to close out on such a beautiful note. Make sure you guys subscribe, like, share, all the good things. Love y'all down. Bye.
Y'all stop hitting on your boyfriend and your behavior setting.
Oh. Beat him better. I believe in beating men. I'm sorry.
Wow.
So, what you did that made him cry.
Who cried?
Somebody pushed the man back in or something.
What you did that made him cry.
Bro, women are bad.
The girl just gave him a massage.
Yeah, I want to try.
But just give him a massage. That's all.
Just sit. Just sit. Put your feet straight. No, sit. Yeah, sit.
I was slow, baby. Cry. Don't squeeze my balls.
It was so stupid.
I just went like this.
Yeah, just like that. I ate with it.
Yeah. He started yelling. He started yelling at me.
Right, push it too hard.
Yeah. He started yelling.
That's it?
Yeah.
She doing your favor. It doesn't push it too hard.
That weak, man.
I just saw him recently.